To get started, go to this link on screen right here, or click the first link in the video description. Using that link will make sure you get the lowest pricing available. And once you go to that link, you'll be brought to this page right here. Start by going over to the right-hand side. Here you can choose your VPS plan. By default, this will be set to KVM2, and this is the plan that I recommend for running the Hermes agent. It's going to give you 2 virtual CPU cores, 8 gigs of RAM, 100 gigabytes of NVMe disk space, and 8 terabytes of bandwidth. This will be plenty of resources to get you started. So go down and click on Deploy. From here, start by choosing your billing period. By default, this will be set to 24 months, which is a pretty long-term commitment. You can switch this from 24 months to 12 months and 1-month plans as well. I'd recommend going with the 12-month plan. This will still get you plenty of savings and a free domain for the first year. Scrolling down, you can choose if you want to toggle on daily auto backups, and you can also choose your server location. Hostinger will automatically choose the server location with the best latency for you. So I'll leave this as the default location. Let's scroll up to the top. You can review your order here on the right, and don't forget to use the first link in the video description to get an additional discount here. With that done, go down and click on Continue. From here, go ahead and enter your email address, create a password, and click on the Register button to move on. Then on this screen, fill out your billing address and your payment information, and I'll meet you at the next step. From here, click on Get Started to move on. Okay, and once you get to this screen right here, you'll need to set an admin username and an admin password. This is just for logging into the Hermes web terminal later. For the username, the default is Hermes, and you can just leave it as that. And for the password, Hostinger will automatically generate a strong password for you. I'd recommend leaving the default password as well. I'll go ahead and reveal this, copy it, and I'm going to save the username and password somewhere safe on my computer so I can reference it later. All right, I've gone ahead and saved the username and password. Once you've got those saved, go down and click on Deploy. Scroll down here and click Skip. And you'll see that our Hermes agent project is being deployed. This process can take a few minutes to complete, so I'll fast forward to whenever it's done. Okay, and now that our project is deployed, this is our VPS dashboard. You'll be able to see all of your server info and all of your different tabs and settings here on the left. And right here, you can see your Hermes agent listed as a Docker project. Let's go ahead and note down the last 4 letters right here at the end. I'm going to copy this and save it somewhere on my computer to reference in just a few moments. Okay, and with that done, let's go to the top right and open up the terminal. And right here is our Hostinger VPS web terminal. It's what we use to communicate with our VPS directly. And if you have never used one of these before, don't worry, they can look a little bit intimidating, but I'll walk you through exactly what you need to do here. And I also want to let you know that if you check in the video description, you'll find a link to a Hermes agent setup guide. That's going to list out all of the different commands that we use throughout this video. It's going to tell you what they do, and it's also going to list out some other helpful commands. So go ahead and check the video description right now and go to the Hermes agent setup guide. You can have it open in another tab or on a separate monitor, and it's going to help you with following the rest of this video. Now, the first thing that we want to do here is navigate to our project directory. Let's go ahead and run this command. cd/docker/Hermes-agent- and then enter the last 4 characters that we just saved a moment ago. And then by using Control, Shift, and V on my keyboard, I'll paste in those last 4 characters right here at the end of the command, and then press Enter. All right, now let's get inside the running container. First, type docker compose exec-it Hermes-agent/bin/bash. Press Enter. And now we're inside the Hermes agent container. Now we're going to run the Hermes setup wizard. This is what's going to walk us through connecting an AI model and getting Telegram set up. So let's type Hermes setup, then press Enter. Next, you'll see this question right here. It's asking you how you would like to set up Hermes. For this video, we'll be going with Quick Setup. So with Quick Setup selected, press Enter on your keyboard. Now you'll see a list of all the AI providers that Hermes works with. There are a lot of options right here, and you can check any of them out, but for this video, we'll be going with OpenRouter. OpenRouter gives you access to over 200 AI models with a single API key. So instead of being locked into one provider, you can switch models anytime with one command. So on my keyboard, I'm going to press the down arrow, and with OpenRouter selected, I'll press enter on my keyboard. And then below this, you'll see that there is currently no OpenRouter API key configured. It says we can get one right here. So let's highlight this link, then we'll right click on it, and we'll go to this link right here. And here, if this is your first time using OpenRouter, you'll need to sign up for an account. So go down and click on sign up, then go ahead and enter your email address and create a password. Check this box right here and click continue. And here it says that's going to send a verification link to your email address. So go ahead and check the email address listed right here. You'll see an email that looks like this. Scroll down and click on sign up to OpenRouter. For this here, I'll click other and continue. Then click create API key. Click create. For the name, we'll name this Hermes agent. And here you can choose a credit limit. If you leave this blank, it's going to be set to unlimited. So if you want a cost guardrail and you're not looking to go over a certain amount, I would go ahead and enter your limit right here. In my case, for my agent, I'll set this to, let's say $50 for now. And then here you can choose when you want to reset your limit. You can choose between daily, weekly, or monthly. For now, I'm just going to leave this turned off. And at the bottom right here, you can choose when you want this API key to expire. You'll see a few options right here. But again, for this video, I'll just go with no expiration. All right, with that done, go down and click on create. And right here, you're going to see your API key. Go ahead and click on this copy button right here. And make sure that you don't share this with anybody. I'm only showing you my keys throughout this video because afterwards I plan on deleting everything. Since you've seen my API key here, that means it's now compromised. So be careful with your keys and make sure you don't share them with anybody. So now we have this key copied down, but before we switch back over to Hostinger, we need to make sure that we have our billing set up. If our API key is unable to load in new credits, that means nothing is going to work. So let's close out of this. And then right here, you'll actually see your API key. You'll also see the usage, and then your settings regarding your limit. To get billing set up, go to the left-hand side here, then go down and click on credits. And then right here, you can add credits, or you can add a payment method to automatically top up your keys. In my case, I'll just click on add credits. And then from here, I'm going to fill out my billing address and my payment information. So go ahead and do that and go through the next steps here. And whenever you're done, I'll meet you at the next step. All right, once you have your billing set up, let's go ahead and switch back over to the Hostinger web terminal. I'll go to the top right here. And then right here, I'm going to paste in my API key. And you can paste that in by using Control, Shift, and V on your keyboard. Whenever you paste in the key, you're going to notice that nothing actually appears on your screen. And that is totally normal. Your key was pasted in, but it just doesn't show anything for security reasons. So once you have your key pasted in, press Enter on your keyboard. And then from here, you'll need to choose your AI model. By default, it'll be set to Claude Opus 4.6, which is super expensive. You're going to see a huge list of different AI models right here. You can use your arrow keys to go through and choose the one that you want. In my case, I'll go with GPT 5.4 Mini. So I'll press Enter on my keyboard to select it. Then here we'll see an option to connect a messaging platform. This is where we'll actually be able to set up Telegram. So I'll press Enter on my keyboard to set up messaging now. And then right here, you'll need to select the platforms that you want to configure. In this video, I'll just be walking through Telegram, but in this list, you'll see a bunch of other options like Discord, Slack, Signal, and a bunch of others. I'm going to press 1 on my keyboard to select Telegram and press Enter. Then press Enter on my keyboard again. And right here, it says that we need to create a bot via BotFather and get a Telegram bot token. To complete this next step, you can either do it on your desktop device or your mobile device. In this case, I'll be using the Telegram desktop app. So I'll go ahead and open that up on my computer. And then here at the top, let's search for @BotFather. And you're looking for this one right here with the verified check mark. Go ahead and select this. Then go down and click on Start. Go up and click on New Bot. And then you'll need to give your bot a name. I'll go with Hermes Agent, then press Enter. And the next thing you need to do is choose a username for your bot. I'll go with Caleb's Hermes Agent Bot. Then press Enter. And if that username is available, you'll get this message right here. Right here, we're looking for the Telegram bot token. So go ahead and click on this to copy it, and then switch back over to your web terminal. Then we'll paste in that key right here, again using Control, Shift, and V. And once again, you're going to notice that nothing actually appears on your screen. Again, this is just a security feature. Once you've pasted in your Telegram bot token, press Enter on your keyboard. The next thing it's going to ask for is allowed user IDs. Right here it says that you need to message the user info bot on Telegram to get your numeric Telegram ID. So let's go ahead and switch back over to Telegram. Then at the top here, search for @userinfobot. And you're looking for this one right here. Go ahead and click on it. Then go down and click Start. And this numeric ID right here is what you're looking for. Go ahead and click on it to copy, and then switch back over to your web terminal. Paste in that user ID right here, and press Enter. The next thing it'll ask you is if you want to use your user ID as the home channel for your Hermes agent. This is where Hermes will deliver cron job results, cross-platform messages, and notifications. I'll press Y on my keyboard, and press Enter. All right, and the setup wizard is now done. You'll see a summary right here of everything that just got set up. The first thing you'll see is a tool availability summary. Some things here will be marked with a green check mark and others with a red X. The green check mark means they're ready to go, and the X usually means that they need an extra API key to function. If you're wanting any of these tools to work properly, run this command right here. This is Hermes Setup Tools, and that's going to walk you through how to set up all of these different tools. For this video, we're not going to worry about these extra tools right now, but this is good to know in the future. And below this, you'll see where all of your files live. You see your settings, your API keys, and your data. You don't need to touch any of these manually, but it's good to know where everything is stored just in case you ever need it. And right here, you'll see a list of helpful commands. If you ever want to change your model, change your messaging setup, or run the wizard again, you can do all of that from here. And then below this, we can see that we're ready to go. And the terminal is asking us if we want to launch Hermes Chat now. Let's type Y on our keyboard and press Enter. And here we go. This is the Hermes Chat interface running directly in our terminal. On the left here, you'll see your AI model, your working directory, and your session info. Then up at the top right here, you'll see your Hermes agent version number, your available tools, and available skills. Right now we have 28 tools and 75 skills available. And right now we're chatting to our Hermes agent directly from the terminal itself. However, we actually want to chat with our agent using Telegram. That's why we connected everything earlier. So let me show you how to do that next. Press Ctrl+C on your keyboard. And now from here, we need to start the gateway. The gateway is what actually connects Hermes to Telegram and keeps your bot online. Go ahead and run this command next. Hermes gateway install. Then press Enter. And to run the gateway, go ahead and type Hermes gateway run. Then press Enter. And right here, you'll see that your Hermes gateway is now starting. And then from here, you can go ahead and close out of this web terminal and communicate with your Hermes agent directly through Telegram. You'll only use the web terminal for stuff like troubleshooting, running the setup wizard again, or installing specific tools and skills. So now I'm going to go ahead and go back over to the Telegram desktop app. Then I'll click back into the BotFather conversation and click on this link right here. Go down and click Start. All right, so the first thing that you may see here is this unknown command message. When you click Start on a Telegram bot, Telegram automatically sends /start as a command to the bot, and Hermes doesn't actually have a built-in /start command, so your Hermes agent is just letting you know that it didn't recognize it. This is totally normal and you can just ignore it. Now let's go ahead and send a real first message and actually start using our agent. I'm going to send this message first. Here I'm going to say, hey, you're running on a hosting or VPS inside a Docker container. Can you check your environment and tell me what tools and skills you currently have available? The reason I'm sending this specific message as the first one is because it gives your agent context about where it's actually running. That way it knows what kind of environment it's in, and it gives you a good summary of what you've got to work with right out of the gate. This is a good habit for any first message with a new agent. So let's go ahead and send this. Here at the top, you'll see that your Hermes agent is typing, which shows us that everything should be working properly. We'll go ahead and wait for the message to appear down here. Then I'll scroll up to the top here. It'll tell you here what it found in its environment, the tools currently available, the skills available as well. And this matches exactly what we saw in the web terminal a moment ago.